Rapol, our rector, our principal, Father Flovie D'Souza, our administrator, Father Jesu Robinson, Father Renaud Lemos, Miss Charushila, teaching and non-teaching staff, parents, and my dear friends. I, Neil Arana, along with my co-compare,
Ken in Trinidad, welcoming you to the assembly, organized by the students and teachers of Class 9.
We now begin by requesting Ken in Trinidad to introduce us to the topic of our assembly.
The coronavirus disease, also called COVID-19, gave rise to a pandemic situation which resulted in a lockdown. The hapless state of the poor and destitute in India in the wake of the novel coronavirus pandemic was a tragic story. Many people were dying of hunger. Migrant workers were walking across states to reach home. In short, it was a dismal sight, as a nationwide lockdown imposed to contain the spread of the new virus had come at a heavy price. There is no doubt about the fact that the grim reality of the state of the country at that time was disturbing. But in the midst of such a calamity, India had been blessed enough to find its Messiah, who were going from soup to nuts to ensure that the needy were catered to. Many people helped migrant workers reach their homeland. Be it bus, train or flight, they made all possible efforts to help the needy. An 80-year-old coolie ran to help every migrant worker arriving at the station in the Shramik special train with their luggage and charged no fees. An old woman prepared food packets for migrant workers. An auto rickshaw driver used his wedding fund to feed migrant workers. Some people have also gone out of their comfort zone to help the people living alone in their daily chores, supplying tiffins to the old and lonely, running errands for them, ensuring that the medical supplies were stocked and the medication was given on time, teaching them how to video chat using mobile phones, laptops, tablets, etc. so that they too felt connected. The coronavirus pandemic has brought about unexpected hardships not only to people but also to animals. But people have left no stone unturned to show their love and affection towards animals as well. Volunteers took up the streets to feed the strays who are otherwise dependent on leftover foods thrown in the dustbins by hoteliers. Among the heroes who have emerged from the crisis are our healthcare professionals who have risked their own health to serve the patients. They showed their love and affection by hard work, commitment and thoughtfulness. Not forgetting our BMC workers, policemen, hospital staff, cleaners, garbage collectors, etc. They truly are our COVID warriors. It was in these difficult times that India found their true superheroes, who helped and showed their love and affection. So today, our assembly will focus on love and affection during the pandemic.
Of our students. We are thankful to the management and staff for giving us this opportunity. We will now begin this assembly with a group song presented by the students of Standard 9. It is a mix of two songs, Heal the World, which is our prayer during this pandemic, and Count on Me, which assures us that we are there for each other during this pandemic and otherwise.
There's no need to cry. ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself stuck in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we are made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. That's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, 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 yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Find out what we are made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. But that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You can count on me 'cause I can count on you.
Thank you, boys, for the songs. It truly brought out that we can overcome our troubles and difficulties by being there for each other. I'm sure you have been waiting for long to see the dance performance, which we all look forward to during the assembly. Our boys will now bring forth our theme through their dance on the song "Fir Muskuraega India."
जय 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 हो जय 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 जय। फिर से शहरों में रौनक आएगी, फिर से गाँव में लौटेगी हंसी, फिर से साथ सारे यार होंगे, ना होगी पाबंदी ना रोक ही कोई। फिर से सड़कों पे सब नाचेंगे, पटरी पे पहिए भागेंगे, गूंजेंगे खेलों के मैदान, बांटेंगे हम खुशियाँ गम भी हम मिलकर बांटेंगे, फिर से होगी सपनों की उड़ान। जो साथ दे दे सारा इंडिया, फिर मुस्कुराएगा इंडिया, फिर जीत जाएगा इंडिया। जो साथ दे सारा इंडिया, फिर मुस्कुराएगा इंडिया। जो साथ दे सारा इंडिया, फिर मुस्कुराएगा इंडिया, फिर जीत जाएगा इंडिया, फिर मुस्कुराएगा इंडिया।
you, dear friends, for your amazing dance performance. Surviving this pandemic has been a challenge in itself. Living through this with our families, strengthening bonds has suddenly become the need of the hour.
We now have Keegan Ajgaonkar to share his thoughts on love and affection in the family during the pandemic.
Good morning, Reverend Father Principal, respected teachers, and my fellow Boscovites. I am Keegan Ajgaonkar of Standard 9th A, here to share with you my thoughts on the topic love and affection in the family during the pandemic. Well, they say family isn't always blood. It's the people in your life who want you in theirs. The ones who accept you for who you are. The ones who would do anything to see you smile and love you no matter what. However, during the COVID pandemic, relationships within the family are under enormous pressure as members adjust to the reality of lockdown living. After several weeks, one might find that all the extra togetherness is overwhelming. So, how do we maintain harmony and not drive each other crazy? Let's begin with honest communication with each other and avoiding a pressure cooker situation. Be open with anxieties, identify trigger points, and agree to coping strategies together. One of the greatest challenges is the battle for space in any home. It can be all but impossible to work, attend video meetings, help kids with online lessons, carry out household chores, and yet deal lovingly with each member's emotions and behavior. We need to use this time to make things better. And what better time than this? Along with maintaining self-care and routine, show kindness and respect to family members through words and actions. Enjoy activities together like playing a board game or watching a movie. Practice forgiveness. But most importantly, take responsibility for what's yours to do. To conclude, this pandemic won't last forever. It too shall come to pass. But, in my view, this pandemic has given us time to retrospect our family relations, build those broken bonds, mend our ways, and value each other. For having someone to love is family, having somewhere to go is home, and having both is truly a blessing. Thank you.
Thank you, Keegan. We now present to you a skit depicting on how people have helped each other during lockdown. This will show us how the spirit of Mumbai never dies.
We all know to curb the spread of coronavirus, a lockdown was announced.
आज रात 12 बजे से पूरे देश में, ध्यान से सुनिए, पूरे देश में आज रात 12 बजे से संपूर्ण देश में संपूर्ण लॉकडाउन होने जा रहा है.
This announcement left many unprepared, especially the old, daily wage earners, household helpers, etc. But people were very compassionate and all came forward to help. So, through this skit, we will show you how people showed their love and affection in different ways.
Listen, Neha, Uncle Darshan is all alone at home. He needs some things to be purchased from the shop. Given his age, he's supposed to take care, not move out. So, I'm going to get all the groceries he needs. So, I'm going to hang up now. Bye.
Oh, someone is at the door. Oh, where is my mask? Oh, there it is.
Hello, Uncle Darshan. These are your things. Do take care and let me know if you need anything else.
Thank you so much. God bless you. I was wondering who would get things for me. It was very kind of him to help me out. During this time of great uncertainty, your help will truly comfort me. Nathan, I'm feeling very lonely. There's nobody to talk to and nobody can come here.
Uncle, you need not to feel lonely anymore. I'll teach you how to use the phone to connect with people over video chats. It's very simple.
Ah, I'm understanding. Wow, that's very easy. Thank you, Nathan. I will not feel lonely anymore. I can now connect with my family and friends.
During the lockdown, there were many people who could not travel. Many household helpers were not allowed in buildings to control the spread of the virus. As a result, many people had no cooks to cook for them. Worst affected were the whole people who lived alone. We will now show you how Mr. Rakshit helped his neighbor in providing food.
Hello, Uncle Moses. How are you? I know that your cook is not coming, so I have got some food for you.
Thank you, Rakshit. I really appreciate it. Because of this lockdown, my cook has not been able to come, and I really don't have that much food to eat.
Here is some food, Uncle. I know your cook cannot come, so we will provide you with food every day. I will also come and clean your house.
Thank you so much again.
Uncle, you may feel bored all alone. So, I will show you how you can play online games like Tombola and Ludo. We can all play together.
That will be great. I will enjoy playing Tambola and Ludo. So come on, let's play. And yeah, we can still enjoy ourselves while we are inside. So thank you, Rakshit.
Amid the COVID-19 crisis, it is only right to support our local community and to show them our love and affection. I have only done my bit, Uncle. Take care, Uncle, and do let me know if I can help you in any other way.
Ever since the government started the operation of the Shramik special trains, Coolie Chacha has been helping migrant workers arriving at the platform with their luggage. Here's how we help them.
Come, beta. Let me help you with your bags.
No, Chacha. I don't have any money to pay.
Okay, beta. I will carry your bags free of cost. Now is not the time to be making money. It's the time to be helping other people in need. Besides, I feel happy knowing that I have been able to help someone during times like these.
Thank you, Chacha. Here, I do not see any other coolie.
All the other coolies have stopped coming because of the coronavirus.
Oh, it's very thoughtful of you to come and help. How far do you stay?
I stay around 6 kilometers from this station.
6 kilometers? And you come walking every day only to help people? You are a real hero and a COVID warrior, Chacha. Thank you, Chacha, for helping us.
The lockdown has affected all of us, but has had a big impact on stray animals and birds as well. We will now show you how Mr. Devrat showed his humanitarian side by feeding the stray dogs in his society.
Hello, Uncle Moses. I tried reaching you some time back, but you did not answer the phone.
Oh, sorry. I was actually with Rakshit. He brought me some food and he will be doing so every day since my cook cannot come. We were also discussing about the stray animals and how they don't have any food to eat during this time.
How kind of Rakshit? Yes, what about poor animals? People would no longer be around them to give them food and water. And most importantly, pat and pamper them. We should all think about them as well. I should do something for them. Maybe I'll cook some food and feed the stray dogs. I think there are a lot of people who can help the stray animals. Thousands of cats and dogs are dependent on the waste and the food from markets, restaurants, and grocery shops. But with coronavirus sending people into isolation and the public establishment shutting down, these stray animals are finding a difficult time to find food. I am sure we can all go an extra mile to help these stray animals.
So, you must have seen that during the pandemic, our people came forward to help. All made difference in some way or the other. Even in the era of social distancing, people still connected with their neighbors and offered support to those in need. Love and affection was all around.
That was a really spectacular performance.
This pandemic has really brought out the creative side in many people. We now have Paul Koska who will recite a poem written by him on the coronavirus. This will be followed by a video edited and presented by Neil Arana and David Apte. We will see how the pandemic has changed our outlook from I to we.
The coronavirus poem. There's a woman in the world. She's the talk of every town. But if you try to see her, she's nowhere to be found. She goes by the name Corona. Infection is her game. She preys on the poor and sick, the weakly and the tame. From door to door she goes around, coughing with fever and sneezing, peeking through the windows, leaving her victims breathless and wheezing. She thrives on laziness, carelessness and sloth, and if you don't wear a mask, you shall incur her wrath. Eating healthy foods and washing your hands shall keep you safe while she roams your lands. Don't go out, just exercise at home. Listen to music, sing some songs, while round your house you roam. So build your body with exercise, and of your diet take care. A clean body and a fit mind will leave Corona in despair.
The world is on edge tonight after Iran made good on its promise.
More than 900 injured after an earthquake in
Coronavirus? COVID-19.
This is a global pandemic.
आज रात 12 बजे ध्यान से संपूर्ण देश में संपूर्ण लॉकडाउन होने जा रहा है।
Earlier this morning, I went to take my insulin, only to realize I had run out of syringes. I knew I wasn't supposed to be out, but I had no choice. I went to my local store, and unfortunately, they were all out. Oh, I don't feel so good, Mikey. I'm just going to close my eyes for a little bit.
Martha? Martha?
Maria? Why are you here?
Well, I ran out of syringes and I got lucky and found some. You? What are you doing here?
This is my mom.
You two know each other?
It's a long story. Anyway, I know that you're a diabetic just like me, and I came in to check on you. Do you need any syringes?
Yes, she does. Please. Thank you so much. You're gonna save my mom's life. How much do I owe you?
No, please, there's no need. No. Just remember, the only way we're all gonna get through this is if we think as we, not me.
I understand now. Thank you very much.
No, wait. I'd love to hug you, but that's how the virus spreads, remember?
Yeah, you're very right. I'll never forget this.
All right, folks, emergency supplies. Who needs them?
Oh my goodness, I have not been able to find this anywhere. How much for the bath tissue?
It's free.
Wait, really? I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Well, the only way we're gonna get through this is if we think as we, and not as me. So, here you go.
God bless you.
God bless you too.
Thank you, Paul, Devrat and Neil.
I now request for the principal to address us.
Respected fathers, teachers, parents, and you, my dear students, it gives me immense joy and happiness to be addressing the students of Standard 9th. And I'm very happy that they have put together, along with their class teachers, this wonderful assembly. Even though it's virtual, it's online. I appreciate the efforts put in by the students and also put in by the teachers. And you have chosen the theme of love and appreciation during the time of the pandemic. It's been very unfortunate that most of this academic year, well, we have been indoors and our classrooms have been more virtual. And we are hoping that things should open up and you'll be back in school. And we are hoping it would happen in the month of February. It's really very unfortunate that they've extended the lockdown, especially in the city of Mumbai. Nevertheless, I hope that before we conclude this academic year, that we'll get an opportunity to be in the school and see you face to face. And I'm sure that's also what you are looking forward to. Speaking on the theme of love and appreciation during the time of pandemic, well, this pandemic has been one of its kind. None of us, be it your grandparents' generation, your parents' generation, your generation, have ever witnessed or experienced a pandemic where we have been totally under lockdown, we have been indoors. It's been a new experience for all of us. And we saw the worst and we've also seen the best during this pandemic. The worst, in the beginning we saw how the poor, the laborers were so badly affected. Many of them died, many of them starved. And we have also seen the best. We have seen the best in the frontline workers, the doctors, the police, who have come forward, who risked and braved all odds to be in this line of duty. And it's not just the frontline workers and the police. Countless people, countless families, countless young children have come forward and reached out in help and support towards the less fortunate, towards the poor, in providing ration, in providing money, providing food for the poor. My dear students, education, we keep stressing, is not just about intellectual development. Education is also about the emotional and social development. And that's also we expect from our Don Bosco students as well. That you develop more empathy, that you develop more love towards the less fortunate. And not just love, not just feeling, it's not a question of feeling pity for those who are suffering. Can I translate my love and the sympathy I have towards the unfortunate? Can I demonstrate that in action? Can I reach out? And that's what's expected of a Don Bosco student, to reach out in love towards the unfortunate. And I hope that this assembly inspires most of you to do your part, to do your bit, so that we may bring about more love and more affection in the lives of those who are really suffering and those who have been badly affected during this pandemic. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Father, for your inspiring and motivational speech.
I now request our supervisor, Ms. Charushila Pujare, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good day to all of you. A new beginning, new normal is here. The future is full of possibilities, and there are so many things you can do to start the year on a positive note. Let us always meet each other with smile, for the smile is the beginning of love. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Never leave a true relation for few faults. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is correct. And at the end, affection is always greater than perfection. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our students of Standard 9th A and 9th B, along with their class teachers, Miss Mary and Miss Pooja, for a great assembly. Everyone who have witnessed the assembly today will surely agree that we all were able to face this pandemic strongly and courageously due to love and affection bestowed on us. Miss Philomena, thank you for all the technical help. A big thank you to all our Salesian fathers here at Don Bosco Borivali for all that they do for us so selflessly. Thank you, dear parents. With your strong support, our kids are always able to give their best. Remember, love is not to be purchased and affection has no price. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Charushila. Well, I hope you all had a wonderful time.
We would like to thank the management, supervisor and class teachers for their support. We would also like to thank Ms. Vidula, our speech and drama teacher, and Ms. Philomena for her technical support.
Suyash Umre for a backdrop and e-invitation card, and all of you for being a part of our assembly.
VU Compass for today, Neil Arana and
Karen Trinidad will now take your leave. Have a nice day. Stay safe, stay healthy.